This presentation was brought to you by the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club. For more information, visit our website, ncarc.net. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Reliable alternate communications to our served agencies in times of emergency, disaster, or national crisis. Our district serves agencies in Larimer and Weld counties. My name is Mike, and I'm located in the wonderful town of Wellington, and this net meets every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. local time for the purpose of planning, practicing, and discussing the activities of the ARES Region 3 District 2 group. This is a directed net, and all traffic will go through net control. Before we get started, is there any emergency traffic for the net? Hearing none, is there any formal NTS traffic? When hearing none, this net is open to anyone licensed to operate on this repeater and interested in amateur radio public service communications. This net is affiliated with the Amateur Radio Emergency Service of the American Radio Relay League. However, ARES or ARRL membership is not required to check in. This is Kilo Echo Zero Sierra Oscar Romeo net control for the ARES R3D2 Net. This net will accept check-ins in order of ARES affiliation. All stations will have an opportunity to check in. However, please wait for your appropriate check-in group. Please remember to check out if you need to leave prior to the closing of this net. When checking in, please give the following. Your call sign, first alphabetically, then again with international phonetics. Your name, your location, whether you have announcements or comments for the net. Please speak slowly and enunciate, please. I will now take check-ins from the R3D2 served agency directors. Served agency directors only. Check in now. K0UJK, Kilo Delta Zero, Uniform Juliet Kilo, Steve in Nunn, Weld County, District AEC and Weld EOC Director. No traffic. This is KC0ZIE, Kilo Charlie Zero, Zulu India Echo. Darren, Director for Hospitals, and I have the training for this evening. This is AE0LCK, Kilo Echo Zero, Lima Charlie Kilo, the other Mike from Windsor, Director of Windsor, no announcements. Any further check-ins from served agency directors? Served agency directors only, check in now, please. Net control would like to recognize KE0UJK, KC0ZIE, KE0LCK. I will now take check-ins from stations on Echolink. Echolink stations only. Please check in now.
AI 7 PM, Alpha India 7, Mike, Alamosa, Colorado tonight.
We had a double there, but I believe I did get AI 7 PM. Is that correct?
Affirmative, AI 7 PM, Alamosa, Colorado.
Other station, come in, please.
This is N5GRY, November 5, Golf Romeo Yankee, Steve Johnstown.
Net Control recognizes AI 7 PM, November 5, Golf Romeo Yankee. Net Control will now take check-ins from ARES members. ARES members only with call suffixes Alpha through Mike. Alpha through Mike. Check in now, please.
KA6, ETE, that's Kilo Alpha 6, Echo Tango Echo, Jim and Loveland.
WW8L, Whiskey Whiskey 8 Lima, Tim in Windsor.
This is
Kilo Echo 7, Romeo Golf, Robin Galleon, Estes Park, Larimer County. No traffic. Net Control would like to recognize Kilo Echo 6, Echo Tango Echo, WW8 Lima, Kilo Echo 7, Romeo Golf. Any further Alpha through Mike? Check in now, please. Hearing none, let's do Alpha through Zulu. Alpha through Zulu. Check in now, please.
This is W0RMP, Whiskey 0, Romeo Mike Papa, Bob, Estes Park. No traffic. Please check me in and out.
This is KD0 OEP, Kilo Delta 0, Oscar Echo Papa, Mike, Estes Park, Larimer County, and could you please check me in and out? Thank you.
Any further Alpha through Zulu? Check in now, please.
This is N6RFI, November 6, Romeo Foxtrot, India. Eric, Loveland, no traffic.
Net Control would like to recognize W0 Romeo Mike Papa. I've checked you out as well. KD0 Oscar Echo Papa, I've checked you out as well. November 6 Romeo Fox India. Any further Alpha through Zulu? Check in now, please. Hearing none, this is Kilo Echo Zero, Sierra Oscar Romeo, net control for the ARES R3D2 Net. I appreciate everyone tonight for their enunciation. I don't have any hearing aid batteries, so unfortunately it was a struggle for me. Anyway, I will now go on to announcements. I don't believe we had any announcements, but we will now go on to our weekly ARES R3D2 training from KC0ZIE. Darren. Thank you, and good evening to everyone on the net. Did have one announcement before we get started on the training, and that is that the general class that NCARC is offering is still open and has spots available. The class starts next Wednesday and will go on for 7 Wednesdays after that. So if anyone is interested in getting more information or signing up, you can go to the NCARC website, ncarc.net. And now moving on to our training for this evening. Wanted to talk a little bit about equipment maintenance. And with the weather, it's still kind of cold and dreary out there every other day, but spring is going to be on us before we realize it. So now is a great time to do some maintenance on your equipment, and so that when summer gets here, we'll be ready to hit the ground running with all of our events, Skywarn, travel, hiking, and all of our wonderful outdoor activities here in Colorado. So, some things to think about. Clean up the programming in your radios. Over time, we've all added that one-off frequency, so it's a good time to clean up those radios, get them reprogrammed. Also, the ARES comm plan does change over time, so it's good to get a fresh copy of that in all of your radios and be ready for the year. Next up, check that coax for cracks and fraying, and also the connectors. Make sure everything's good and tight. You don't have any loose wires. Put a voltmeter on there and check for any shorts or opens on the wires. And in addition to coax, there's lots of other cables in our radios. We've got power cables, RF, audio. All of those can wear out over time. So check those. Next up is antennas. It's a good idea if you have the ability to run a quick sweep of them with your antenna analyzer and make sure that we don't have any shorted out antennas. Also, you can do the same thing on the rubber ducks. It's good to check those. Make sure they have the dips where you expect them on the frequencies, but rubber ducks aren't great antennas, so don't expect those dips to be as deep as they would be on a mag mount or roof antenna. And then moving on to go bags. We've all got go bags ready to go, and those require maintenance as well. So we've all got those backup alkaline batteries for our radios. Those would be good to swap out with fresh batteries before the year kicks off, so they're good whenever we need them. Additionally, all of the other electronic items in your go bag, like GPS, camera, voltmeter, watches, anything else that has a battery should get replaced before the year starts. In those go bags, we've also got snack foods. Those go bad, they expire, they get stale, packages get broken open. People eat things out of their go bags, surprisingly. So good to make sure that you've got it filled up with good food, and check your medications that are in your go bag. They expire as well, both prescription and over-the-counter medications. Insect repellent and sunscreen are items that should be replaced yearly. Everyone should have a copy of their current license, their current amateur radio license in their bags. Make sure that you've got it there, and make sure that it's current in case you've upgraded or changed call signs over the year. Moving on, we've all got a handful of tools in our go bags. Over the winter, I know I'm guilty of grabbing a screwdriver or a pair of pliers out of there and not putting it back when it should go. So good to check those items. And with that, you also, one last item. If you've got a new radio over the winter, it's a good idea to print out either the manual or a quick reference guide, and make sure you've got that in your go bag for any new radios. So with that, I'll pause for any questions or comments, and if there aren't any, we'll send it back to Net, KC0ZIE.
KF4DUS.
Go ahead, Mike.
I thought I was listening closely, but are we going to invite non-ARES members to check in?
I will pass that question to Net Control. This is Kilo Echo Zero, Sierra Oscar Romeo. As far as I know, that is a distinct possibility, yes.
Okay, I thought I missed it.
Would you like me to check you in K4DUS?
Yes, please. This is KF4DUS, Kilo Foxtrot 4, Delta Uniform Sierra, Horse Tooth Mike. One little announcement, not really much, but anyway, one little announcement. KF4DUS, back to Net.
Okay, Mike, why don't you go ahead with your announcement, please?
I am a frequent listener of a commercial radio station, KCOL 600 kilohertz, and I've been noticing that they've been putting out PSA commercials about ARES, and I thought that was pretty nice of them to do that. Anyway, that's it for me. KF4DUS, back to Net.
Oh, that's interesting. When was the last time that you heard that?
Last night, about 10 minutes till 11 p.m.
I'm just curious, has anyone else listened to that station? Has anyone else heard that? Hearing nothing. Well, maybe I'll contact the station. I'm just curious as to how they got their information and so forth. I think that's very interesting. That's kind of a nice deal. Okay, back to the regular business. And again, Mike, the net is open to anyone licensed to operate on the repeater and interested in amateur radio public service communications. So anyone has the ability to check in. So that should answer your question. That's straight out of my script. So anyway, we'll continue on now. And Darren, thank you for the training. I appreciate that. Some good information. And before we close, is there any additional station who would like to check into the ARES R3D2 Net? If so, please call now.
Late check-in for AC0AS. That's Alpha Charlie 0, Alpha Sierra.
Okay, that was AC Alpha Charlie 0, Alpha Sierra. Is that correct?
Roger, roger. AC0AS.
And your name, please?
Sorry, that would be helpful. Name here is Levi. I'm mobile in Severance. AC0AS, back to Net.
Thank you, sir. I will now check each station out. I will read your call suffix. Please respond with your FCC issued call sign. UJK. Zero UJK. ZIE.
KC0 ZIE. Thanks for taking the net tonight.
LCK.
KE0LCK. Thank you, Michael.
Can you stand by after the net, Mike?
Roger.
7 p.m.
ARES 7 p.m.
GRY. GRY, Steve. ETE.
KA6 ETE.
8 Lima.
WW8L.
RG.
K7RG.
RFI.
And 6RFI.
DUF.
KM4DUS. Thank you. Good night.
AS.
AC0AS.
I would like to thank each station for checking in and out, and the NCARC for the use of their repeater this evening. All stations with appropriate privileges are invited to check into the statewide ARES HF net on Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. on a frequency of 3.810 megahertz, and the statewide ARES VHF net on Sunday evenings at 8 p.m. on the 145.310 megahertz repeater using a tone of 88.5 hertz. For further information about the ARES R3D2, please go to www.coloradoaresr3d2.org. This evening, there were 16 check-ins. The next scheduled ARES R3D2 Net will be next Thursday evening at 7 p.m. This is Kilo Echo Zero Sierra Oscar Romeo, closing the net at 7:25 p.m. and returning the repeater to normal amateur radio use. 73 and good night.